it looks like a mess, because as you can see, all of these groups are used in rotations. So basically, what it is, you can't really see, because if I do that, all you can see is the gradients. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the gradients away, without taking away any of these triggers on the left hand side, just so you can get a better grasp of what's actually happening on the editor. In the editor, you can see on this layer that this is the same thing copied and pasted over itself, but if I select these two arrows, you can see it's got group 434, both of them. I'll select them both just so you can see. They've both got 434 because every single object in the level has that, just so I can alpha it at the end. I don't know how to explain it better than that. It makes it invisible basically. This one is its ID in the rotation. As you can see, there's triggers up here. See, that'll rotate right there. Then we've got 13, which moves it along the x-axis right here. And we have 6. I can't remember what 6 does, but you can see that it's got 5, but this one has 4. So I'm pretty sure, I can't actually remember, even though I made it today, pretty sure they're copied and pasted over each other. 4 moves one way and 5 moves the other. So if I just quickly preview this, it's going to look terrible because it doesn't have the gradient around it. If I toggle 5, you'll be able to see what's going on here. Sorry, I'm kind of tired right now. I made this all in one day. I made this in less than an hour. So if I toggle 5, you'll see that this is 4. And all of these little arrows move after each other. As you can see, they're on like a delay. So they all move after each other to make it look like they're all following this value. Now this is rotating around a center point. Yeah. So this is group ID 16. If you look at this, all of these all of these are on 16. So that's what gets them to move around in that way. But there should also be a rotation trigger somewhere in here. Wait, what? Hold on, I'm a bit confused. There should be a rotation trigger. Excuse the background noise. Okay, I'm really confused right now. There should be a rotation trigger that rotates this also around this center point, but I can't actually find it. So if I untoggle 5, 5 does the exact same thing but in the other direction. So you can see for this top layer with the lighter colour what's going on, and it looks a bit trippy. So what's happening here? Okay, basically right here, in sync with the music, all of these on delay right here, all of these are moving 180 degrees the other way. So this sort of instantly flips it while this other rotation is going on. When they're moving around each other, it moves it round one by one, these little arrows, so that it looks like a lot more is actually happening, as you can see. So all of these start spinning. If you look at the darker layer, you can see what's going on really. If you look at these arrows right here, they're all just moving one by one while this is still rotating. And while that's going on, I think it's as this ends? No. It's like as some of them end, so about here, it does the same thing again, I think. Yeah, it's copied and pasted, but it goes forward this time. So actually, it's really, really strange. Yeah, so basically that's all that's happening. It's not that complex, to be honest. So this part, I'm going to explain next. This part right here. All of these dots have different groups. Oh, I've got link controls on, hold on. Yeah, 9 is all of these dots, which toggles them on after the screen goes dark. I know I deleted the gradients before. And then, yeah, so 9 is all of them, but they all have individual values. As you can see, if I can't really toggle any of this to make it easier. I can turn off effect lines though, Jesus. You can see that this layer is the same as this layer, is the same as this layer, is the same as this layer. And what's going on is basically I've put the same line again and again, but I have put the same line but flipped so it moves from the other direction. So this group will be the same as this group right here. As you can see, they both have ID 355, which is in here somewhere. Jeez, that's a lot of triggers. And all this does is it just moves more each time, and I think it looks pretty cool. To stop it moving off the screen like this, before each batch of thingies, say if I look at this, 30, this has minus 30 to sort of counteract, so it doesn't just go off the screen. So if I show you right here, right now, this will move off the bottom, and it kind of ruins it a little bit, I think. Like this, all this empty space, and it's all off the screen. So that's how it is normally. That's basically all there is to it. It's just this over and over again. This just moves them all off the screen at a delay from each other. And yeah, it's not that complex, to be honest. I also made it easy to install so anyone can play it. There's a couple of people who've been suggesting to make it auto, to make it focus on visuals, but I'd rather people actually played the level instead of just leaving it on and going to make toast or get water or something. So yeah, it's not actually that complex. There's not that many group IDs in this section compared to the other one. And then that moves in. I don't need to explain that, do I? Yeah, that's what I meant in the transition. When all goes black, this is when this fades in. Also, all of these lines have different hues. I forgot to explain that, but it's pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, that's basically the whole level. Yeah, it didn't take long to make. I think it took about 50 minutes, maybe 3/4 of an hour only. But yeah, if you look in the comments, people really seem to like it. I know it's... oh, partition coming in, wow. People are lagging, but on the whole, I'm pretty proud of it, kind of, not really. I said please don't get rated because it's an experimental level and it took absolutely no time. Yeah, Q180 got rated today. There's a lot of people saying it's bad, you know. I'm not really bothered. I don't really care. People are complaining about it being epic. I'm proud of it being epic, you know. I spent probably the most amount of time ever on that level for my standards. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope my CP updates soon, and yeah, hope your mind has not been blown by this video.